In this week's On Story, Academy Award nominated screenwriter and director Tony Gilroy.
I always have an anchor scene, like the scene in Born Identity where he's in the cafe. I wrote that scene first.
I can tell you the license plate numbers of all 6 cars outside. I can tell you that our waitress is left-handed and the guy sitting up at the counter weighs 215 pounds and knows how to handle himself. I know the best place to look for a gun is the cab of the gray truck outside. And at this altitude, I can run flat out for a half-mile before my hands start shaking. Now, why would I know that? How can I know that and not know who I am?
And I wrote that scene long before. I was like, wow, that's the movie right there. That's the movie. And it comes off the dialogue. And how do I get those two people there? And Clayton and I had the hit and run scene.
I've been a client at Kennerbach for 12 years. Do you think that I pay that retainer every month so I can give a place at the back of the line?
Mr. Greer, you left the scene of an accident on a slow weeknight 6 miles from the state police barracks. Believe me, if there's a line, you're right up front.
That scene long way beforehand. I'm like, wow, how do I make a movie around that? And
How'd you crack the code on Michael Clayton?
so we made Devil's Advocate. And then we were scouting around, doing all location scouts all over New York and doing all that. And as you said, that's how involved I was with Taylor. We'd go everywhere to do everything. And then all these law firms, they had what you think a law firm is like, but then that was only like this one small part of it. There was this huge, you only see the restaurant, you didn't see the kitchen, it was like, so we kept going back and going like, wow, there's all these other people. There's gotta be some movies back here. This is really cool.
You've been watching a conversation with Tony Gilroy on Story.